Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, My Vagabond Style. I'm Debbie, and I'm going to work in my random collage book. This book is doing really well. Like people really enjoy this, so I thought I do too. I'm jumping back in this today. So what I did was, if you're not familiar with the random collage book, I work on different phases of each collage. There's no like start to finish. I don't think I've done a start to finish video on this book, but what I do is I might work on a background on something, and then I'll work on this one like it's got everything, but maybe my main focal point is not on this one. So I might do that today. And then I just work on the detail work later on. Like this one had some details. This one's pretty much that one's done at this point. So this one right here is this is what I had. I did the background and then I put the focal point on and then I left it. So then as I'm like looking at other images, I remember that, oh, I've got that cow that's kind of half finished in there. So I've got the milk right here and I thought, you know what, maybe just some flowers around it would be great. I don't know if I'm going to use these flowers. This was just to jog my memory that I wanted to put flowers maybe around this. So I do think, I'm looking at this, I do think I want to cut that off. It's very distracting. We'll get rid of that. And then definitely it looks like it wants to go kind of this way, but I do need to find whatever floral image I think I want to put in here. So I'm going to look through my book of images and I'm going to go to my flower section in here. Let me put it right here so you can see. Here's all my flowers. I went ahead last night and sat at my counter in the kitchen with my husband, and he was doing something with his woodwork, and I was sitting there doing sorting of my images because I had them all in my tray. I know it looks like it still has a bunch in here, but I went through most of this and kind of sorted, like all my flowers are together, all my animals are together. So I'm hoping that maybe I can find some flowers that will work for this guy. So let's see what we come up with. I don't really think I want mushrooms in there. I do want to cover this part up right here, so I probably need to look for something more that's going to cover that. I feel like that's just a little too green. There's no real pop of color. Could maybe layer it. Put that there. That one's kind of cool. It's a lot though. So as I'm looking at all these flowers and I'm looking at this, it's this that's bothering me. So I'm hoping I can just pull it off. But that's okay because it still looks fine in the back. It's back here. See, if I would have put something like that, that would have worked. Anyway, I'm good with just this image right here. And then I started thinking when I was looking through here, there was, where is it? Here it is. There was this right here, and I have more of this kind of thing that I cut out from a like country magazine. So let me grab those. So here's all the ones that I had from before. And this one says garden tour. I'm just thinking that maybe if I put something like that here with this and then put the flowers, that might look good. Here's another one. Let's see. Maybe I could put this whole thing back here. I think it's too busy. Let's go ahead and do this one. Where's that yellow flower? Maybe we just put the yellow flower somewhere up here. I'm determined to have these milk bottles work. Cut this. I like that one better. Okay, let's glue this down. I like it. Again, just doing a little bit of glue stick because you know I like to change my mind. Put the bottles like right here where you can see his cowbell. Because everyone likes cowbell. We need more cowbell. Okay, so good. If you're a Saturday Night Live person, you understand that cowbell thing, and you're old. Okay, so that's pretty good. We do a little detail down the line. I'll put this. All right, let's move on. Now, let me work on this. Oh, this one. So I knew I would probably come back and put something else. I found she's like going to be a cat woman now. This was one that I worked on last time. So if you haven't seen the last video, I put her, she'd been in here forever, and I added this tiger and the tree behind her, and I really like that. This one, oh, and I found a foot for her. So we're going to give her a foot. When I cut this out, for whatever reason, the foot wasn't there. I think it was behind something else. So I'm happy I found her a foot. Let's cut this out and add it. You guys, I was just watching a video from Nellie and Ruth Designs. She did a flip through of this book called Collage Soup. There was two of them. Oh my gosh, I have to get one of those. If you haven't watched her video on that, it's really nice. She plays a little music and just shows the book. Very relaxing, very, very nice to see if you want to spend the money on it because it's not a cheap book. And it's a yes for me, like really cool. One was an abstract and one was flowers. Really enjoyed that. So thank you, Barbie, for doing your flip through. Let's see how we want this guy. I kind of want him like peeking out from behind her, like he's kind of protecting her. Yeah, that would work. I just need to cut that top part off because I don't want to see that. Isn't that funny how you can, it turned out to be one that I really like. It wasn't, I just, for so long, every time I flipped through here, I was like, ugh, she just needs more help. Now I love it. I'll cut this edge off right here. Now she's just fun, you guys. Love her. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. I'm going to put these flowers away real quick. Okay, let's see which other page we want to work on. Okay, this one. So my 80s page, I found this Wonder Bread and I knew that had to go in there. And the typewriter. So I want to add both of those things in here. Oops, I just pulled off the end of the little end of the Wonder Bread. We can add it back on. There we go. Oops, more glue. And then the typewriter. When I was in school, you had to take typewriting class. I think was it typewriting or was it like part of the accounting class? I can't remember. Okay, that is just a fun 80s page. All right. Now, on this one, I can go around this. I think I might detail this a little bit. Maybe go around the Wonder Bread. This is my Stabilo all pencil. This is the one that you can wet. You can just draw or you can wet it. I like to wet it. I use my little, I don't even fill this thing. I have a little bit of water right here on my desk. And so I just, that way I don't have to worry about refilling it or whatever, leaving it forever. It's a bit too smudgy there. I'm going to go ahead and also glue this all the way down. At this point, like I've definitely committed to what I want to do here, so I don't feel bad about gluing things down. It's just kind of in the beginning when I'm not sure which way it's going to go. Is it going to stay that way? I like this one, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything's tacked down. And then when I complete the book, I will go over it with like a varnish. Oh, there was one thing I was going to talk about. So I had explained how to do, now look at my hands, the trick for getting the back off of some of these clear um, stickers. And what I didn't say, I did say that, put it on the tape on the top, but if you have a really stubborn one, put tape on the bottom just so the tape, I mean, don't let the two sides connect. But if you've got one that it's not coming off with just the top of the tape, then get one that, then get another piece of tape and put it on the bottom and then pull each side apart. And then that should work. So I'm sorry I didn't talk about if you have a stubborn one, but that should work for you guys. Okay, that one's done. I don't want to add any more to that, I don't think. So let's look and find another one to try. So I talked about the backgrounds. So a lot of times I just use leftover paint and I just scrape it on, or I deliberately take different colors and do a background like I did on this one. So I'm going to work on that one. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to use some painted papers this time. So I did a jelly print video. I made a bunch of painted papers. So I thought it might be fun to put a painted paper as a background rather than doing the paints. It's just another option. I've already done the painting. This won't be messy. It's just another option. So let's see which one we want to use. I like that one. Could use that one. This one's so dark. I might want to redo this one next time and go over with some light paint on the jelly plate. Oh, we could use these two because they kind of go together. Let's do that. And this will be my instant background. Hey, I was watching some, I did the hashtag searching for the Marguerite Miller, and I found this gal that's brand new. She is called Diary of a Creative Therapist. Such a funny name for a channel. I love it. I think she's from New Zealand, and her mom lives in I think she said Germany. Don't quote me on that, you guys. I'm sorry, I watch so many channels, but I really did want to bring hers to your attention if you haven't gone over and seen her. I think she's got like 92 subscribers or something like that. And she just started doing the Marguerite Millers. So give her a shot because I think you'll really enjoy her. She's doing art postcards and she's sending them to her mom with the Marguerite Millers. I'm like, oh, that is so sweet, right? So check her out. I'll link her channel below. And I hope you enjoy her. Okay, so let's get this one down. These are like so easy and quick and not messy. I've already done the mess of making these, which is so nice. We'll definitely save these for other things, of course. And I just want to thank you guys for coming back every week and watching my channel. I so appreciate you guys that you are interested in what I love. So thank you. Okay, so this one is on rice paper. This was one of those jelly prints from rice paper with obviously some bubble wrap. And let me get my Be Happy. Oh, isn't that pretty? Just pretty instant pages that will be a great background, not too um, committing to anything other than the color. I love it. So then at this point, what I usually do is I go back and I put some non-focal point things. I put tissue paper, washi tape, napkins, scrapbook paper, magazine, non-focal images, and like things like maps and stuff. So that's what I do to kind of get going. Then when you like go to flip through and put down your main images, you don't have to stare at a blank page. I love that I can just come in here and go, okay, what is striking me today? So I'm going to go back to that one that I just said I want to do. Here it is, this one. So I knew that when the other day when I was flipping through my images, I saw this little girl. I'm like, I think she's going to go good on that page that kind of looks like Hawaii or some island somewhere. So I like her. And then I'll have to look for something else to go over here. I had like the surfer guy, but I didn't really like him. It didn't really go with her. So I think I'll just put this over here somewhere. Maybe put her like right here. I'll cut that end off. We'll just non-committal glue stick. That's what I call it, the non-committal glue stick. And then let's figure out something for over here. Oh, I was also going to say about the Diary of a Creative Therapist. She had her last video, her last Marguerite Miller, number 17. She did a quote on hers, and it was exactly the same quote that I had used on my number. Well, I don't remember what number, but it was this one. Life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. That's Annette Funicello. And I thought it was so funny that she chose the same saying to go on hers. So, anyway, that just crossed my mind randomly. Okay, so let's figure out what we want to do. I know I want to do something with island images, but I'm just not sure what. So I'm pulling out my Tahiti books. We'll see what we want to do here. Sorry, I'm moving this out of the way here where you can't see it. Sorry. Let me move. You know, I got a bigger desk, and all I seem to do is put more stuff on it. Like, I'm working in this little teeny tiny area, and I have this huge desk. I don't know why we all think we have to have everything right here, but we do. You know what I'm liking is I'm liking that these are circles. That might be kind of fun to put circle images here. I know I have a circle. I was just doing something with circles before. This could be my stencil. Yeah, look at that. Just even, I don't have to use theirs. I could use something that we do. Okay. How about something like this? I wish I could go up higher, but the words are in the way. That's not bad, the little one. I'll keep that to the side. That one is, I've got white on here. It's just too much palm. That's, even though that has the islands on there, that's okay. I don't know. I could cut this out and see if we like it, and if we don't, I can do a different one. Let me just pause this for a minute. I'm going to trace this, and then I'll pause it and cut a few things out, and then we'll see what we like. I was flipping through this book. This I got on my cruise, and it's all their other cruises that they have. And I found a few images that I think will work. I like both of these. And then, I don't know, I may put down the line, I might put something else, you know, like some greenery, some more palms or something. But for right now, I'm going to add these. Now, if you want to start a book like this, that's awesome, but you don't feel like you have to, you know, do it the way I do it. Just if you want to work on one page and get it done, then that's awesome. See what else we want to work on. I'm thinking I want to do just put one more thing on here. Like I was looking through this morning, and I saw these clocks in here, and I thought, I know these are going to go with something. So I just kind of made a mental note, but when I was flipping through here, I thought the clocks would be super fun to put in. This is a 1967 family circle. that I got somewhere. I don't even remember. I think it maybe was off a lot on eBay. And I think this one, I might want that one in there. I'm gonna tear these out. This magazine, I think I want to go through it again. Like it's got some really cool stuff in here. Oh my gosh, this hash, Mary Kitchen roast beef hash. I remember as a kid my I don't think it was that brand, but or maybe it was Hormel. Um it was like a special treat to get this stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm sure it's horrible for you, but we loved it. I think you can still get that. Does anyone know? Can you still get corned beef hash in a can? They probably have like warning signs all over it because it's so bad for you. But you know what? We lived. I remember this wrought iron furniture. Oh my gosh. My sister moved into her first apartment when I think they'd just first gotten married, and it was in Port Hueneme, California. He was a Seabee, and if you don't know what that is, it's a construction battalion for the Navy. And they moved into this apartment, and it had like red carpet and black wrought iron everything. It was awesome. Oh, okay. I, I'm not 100% sold on that. I just feel like it really feels a little out of place, but I'm definitely going to use this for something else because it's way cool. I don't know what else I want to put here yet. Let's see if we can do something with her because she's not finished yet. So when I was looking through magazines this morning, I was looking for a picture to put behind something, and I found this, so I cut that out. And then this is where's the super groovy chair? Where I put that? That's the thing. If I don't cut it out right then, I'm finding now because my magazine collection has gotten way out of control. The hoard is real, people. The hoard is real. And if I don't tear it out and put it in my pockets of things, I have a hard time finding it again. But I thought this was kind of fun. I don't really care for her head, but I do like this right here, and I thought that might be fun to go at some point into somewhere. What I'll probably end up doing is cutting all, this part out right here, fussy cutting it, and then it could go, on the side of a page. Let's look at this one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah. So I will put that with my scenes. Okay, here's another thing that I was thinking about doing, you guys. I'm thinking about on some of these backgrounds, maybe not in this journal, but maybe starting a journal where I just use backgrounds of, like, I already have the whole background image. Let me explain. So say I put like a scene like this in the back, and then I work from there forward, kind of like a lot of times I do on my Marguerite Miller collages, but this would just be random. Like I have no idea what would come next. So I think I'm going to do that. I think it would be super fun. So look for that coming soon. Okay, I've got this one. Let's see if we can find who goes in this kitchen. So I pulled out a bunch of people. We'll just see what kind of works. That's not very exciting. Oh my gosh. Swingin' sweater. Arena cardigan is key to center stage fashion in contrasting panel stripes of brushed 100% alpaca in a jumpin' group of color combos to choose from. $13.95. Oh my gosh. Catalina action tailored sweaters. That's fabulous. He's good. I kind of hate to cut all that out just because it's such a funny ad. Uh, oh, I love my girls from the Derby. They're so good. And this one's got like a bottle of champagne on ice back there. Like she is just arrived at the party. I like her. Yeah, we're going to put her on this page for sure. There'll be more, I think. But for right now, I'm going to put her on here. I'm just going to put her right. Oh, shoot, she's so tall. I want all that hat in there for sure. We put it right here, and then we can move it later if we want to. But she has arrived at the party for sure. So that's enough for that one. I'm going to go back to the ones that we did the background pages on. And let's just put a little bit of something on here for texture. So I'm bringing out my artful blogging, and this one I like because it has a lot of things that you can use for just kind of abstract background. Like I could take part of this right here. Let's see. You look through here for a second. Like even this right here. I like that. I'm going to cut a little piece of that out. I probably could have just grabbed, sometimes I just grab my bag of torn papers that I have from other projects. That's what I usually use. Oh, that's kind of cool. I looked on the back to see if there was anything that I mind cutting, that I won't be able to use because I've cut out this and there's nothing. So let me grab the pouch of stuff that I usually use. In here is all kinds of scrappy scraps. So let's just see if there's something in here that we want to throw down with that. These, I just like to add a little something. It doesn't have to be too bold. Okay, I feel like we have enough little bits here that we can lay some things down. And again, not committing, non-committal glue stick. I'll probably leave them here, and I usually do. On the rare occasion that I just am fighting something, I like to have the option of being able to move it. And you may not even see these. Okay, so that is ready to go. Um, I do think I could do a little stamping on it. Let's do that real quick. I have a little box of stamps here that I kind of kept out that were somewhat some of my favorites rather than, uh, the big hoard that's in the cupboard. I'll trade them out every now and then just to kind of mix it up a little bit. And then let's put just some dots on here. See how we like that. My gosh, you guys, I got up so early today. The time that the sun comes up is like 5:30 here or 5. I don't know. It's 5 o'clock. I'm awake. I'm up. Ridiculous. So I feel like right now it's 10 in the morning, and I feel like it's probably 1 or 2. Okay, that's good. Just added a little speckles here and there. And then on this side, what do we want to add? I feel like it's already got quite a bit going on that side. Maybe I don't want to add anything. It's got some flowers. Maybe flowers on this side would be good. All right, so that page is ready to go for the next time. So I hope you guys were inspired by this to start something. And if you do, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I enjoy my comments that you guys leave. I really do. I love the interaction with you, with all of you. So thank you so much for coming by and spending time with me. And I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.